What's up, everybody? My name's Tyler. This is Sean. We're Rendered Reality, and this is Coffee and VR.
What is going on, everybody? We are back from a little bit of a hiatus from last weekend. Tyler was a little bit sick last weekend, and we were planning on doing the show, and there's really not that much to talk about anyways. Like, there wasn't that much juicy VR content, and it's been a little lackluster lately, but that was one of the reasons we decided to go ahead and not do the show. Tyler was hacking and coughing and probably would have drove everybody crazy.
It wasn't as much that. I was just, I was at like 5%, like last Saturday. And it's kind of like when your, headset gets down to that 5% battery and you're in panic mode, you're trying to finish some match. I was just not having it. I was dying fast. So it wasn't good. Today I'm probably 75%. So if I hack a little, I do apologize. But a little strep throat action, not too fun. So yeah, feeling better. Glad to be here. Glad to get back into some VR, man.
Yeah, we did play some. We still played some Pop 1 last weekend, even though you weren't feeling well. We struggled through some of that, but yeah, I mean, this week we are back. We got some pretty cool stuff to talk about today that we're excited about talking about. A bunch of VR stuff going on, a bunch of crazy life stuff going on. We've both been crazy busy. Tyler, what was your post on Twitter that you said you were posting? What did it say?
Oh, good question. Oh yeah, I'm drinking What's His Nuts, and Sean got a boat. Is that the one you?
Yeah. So tell us about What's His Nuts, anyways. Now that you're pouring it, tell us about what this coffee is, because I haven't had it.
Nobody could understand my excitement. The smell of this coffee is like over the top, and I'm gonna talk about it, and I'm gonna describe. No, that doesn't smell like nuts. But I'm gonna describe it, and this was like literally the second to last bag they were selling. But it's actually from my favorite brewery, Saucy Brewery. And this is the coffee that they make the beer with. So I'm gonna try it here.
Coffee that they make the beer with? Oh, because it's like a coffee stout?
Yeah, it's a porter, a stout, and coffee, basically flavored and caramel and all that goodness.
This
but
is a local
I'm during
place to
Full
you?
City Roast. Yeah, it is.
Cool.
It's out of Cleveland, Ohio, but highly recommend the beer. And I will let you know how the coffee goes here, but it smells so good.
Are you drinking it right now?
I am. I haven't tried it yet. This is my first pour, so yeah.
Awesome.
Yep.
Heck yeah.
No, I'm excited. Yeah, and you got a boat, right?
I did buy a boat, which is something that I never thought I was going to buy. But we have family in town this week that's been here all week. Been crazy busy with work and then family stuff. And yeah, we had some family in like 2 weekends ago. We went tubing down the river, and the river was like not moving because we haven't had much rain. And I was like, forget this, I'm going to buy a jet ski. And then I ended up finding a jet boat, which is like a 5-person boat, but it's like a jet ski. It's got a jet ski engine, like a 120 horse jet ski engine and stuff. So we took that out some yesterday. I'm still trying to learn it all because jet boats are a little bit different than regular boats, and it's kind of crazy, but we're having some fun. Summertime is just a little bit wild anyways. We've seen some stuff with like Steam numbers being down for VR and stuff, and summertime is just hard sometimes because you just get so busy. The weather is nice. We like to be outside, and I think that's kind of a universal thing with VR and gaming a little bit. I think I don't know about everybody, but I think a lot of people do that a little bit less in the summertime. That is really weird that thing is behind the TV.
That is weird.
I don't even know how that's possible because it is not
Mash Daddy, cool. Cheers, man.
So
he runs the Oculus Quest 2 Facebook group, and they hit 100,000 subs on there.
Nice.
Which is insane, right? He did a live stream and stuff, talking about it and everything, and they do giveaways and stuff on there all the time. But congratulations, awesome, man.
Heck yeah.
Hope you find some help too. I know you're looking for some other mods and stuff to help.
He said, hey, Tyler, thanks for coming by the Facebook live chat the other night. Appreciate it. You guys rock. So, and sent a super chat. So thank you for that.
That's awesome.
I know nothing about Facebook. I know you do some of the Facebook stuff. I know nothing about it. I need to get on there more. Like, I literally never use Facebook except for marketplace stuff. That's the only thing I've ever used Facebook for. So I know nothing about it. I need to get on that. But I'm sure we're in that Facebook group, the Rendered Reality.
Sampler says I sound a bit muffled. It could just be me. I'm still super stuffy and drainy, so I do apologize if it is that. My fault. But yeah, 100,000 subs. That's crazy. Can you believe the numbers on, and I don't mean to jump us here, but the numbers on the Steam use of the Quest 2 even hitting like almost 1 million, I would say. They were saying 33% of Steam users use the VR. Quest 2. Yeah. And I think it was 2.8 million. So that puts it at almost 1 million Quest 2 headsets.
And you figure how many Quest 2s are out there that never use Steam VR. I mean, there's plenty of Quest 2s that have no PCVR capable PC.
How many do you think? What do you think? Half of the people? Maybe
I would say more than half. Because if you think about it, the majority of people buy a Quest 2 because they don't have a PC, right? So the fact that, I mean, a lot of people that do have PCs have also bought Quest 2, but the vast majority of people, I mean, we get on Population 1 all the time, and every time we're on there, somebody's saying, this is my first time ever playing. I just got my Quest 2. You know what I mean? Like, there's tons of people that have bought the Quest 2 that have no PC to play PCVR. Like, it's got to be a massive number, I would think, but
I know it has to be.
I wish Facebook would tell us. I wish so bad they would give us, like, even the VRLFG.net that tells us the amount of players that are playing on Steam VR in each game. Like, I wish so bad Oculus would give us that information too, because that helps me sometimes in determining what I want to jump onto and stuff. You know?
I know.
I don't know why this thing's behind the TV.
It's amazing.
And it's behind my head. It's so weird. It's literally at the top. It should be in front of everything. It's so weird. Anyways, Rizzle Rock said back in action, and it's like we didn't miss anything.
No, I know. Dude, we did do that little video last week though. We tried.
It wasn't. It was unlisted, so you could still see it with the link, but it wasn't out there public. But Kid Collector Comics. What's up, man?
Cheers, man.
He sent in a super chat, said, yo, Tyler and Sean. Tyler, I'll be around today. So he lives close to Tyler. He actually does a lot of comic book stuff, and I've watched some of his stuff on Instagram and stuff. It's pretty cool. He knows a lot about
I want him to try Tarzan, too, because that's like straight out of a comic book.
Oh, yeah, it even feels like, it has it has the comic book vibes for sure, even though it might not be the best game ever, but still a cool game. But oh man, they're coming through like crazy. Caleb VR, life not included. $20 super chat. Said, love you guys like a fat kid loves cake.
That's all. Cheers, Caleb.
Thank you for that $20 super chat. It's incredible. But, getting into the show a little bit, talking about what we played some and stuff. I know we played some Population 1. We're going to talk about the Kingdom Age update. We got some game codes to give away. There's also 2 Gleam giveaways in the link description. We're going to give some away live on the show as well. But I played some walkabout mini golf, some pro putt. I played some thrill of the fight, and I also played some things around the Bhaptics because if you are on the Discord and stuff, I got my Bhaptics X40 showed up last weekend, and I had some time last weekend. I haven't had much time to play this week, but I played a whole bunch of VR last weekend, and so we can talk a little bit about my thoughts on that. And
hey, Kid Collector said he downloaded Tarzan last night. There you go. That's awesome.
Does he have a Quest?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you got a Quest. Did you tell me? Maybe I did that. Maybe I didn't know that. That's awesome. Heck yeah. He'll have to add me as a friend on there. But yeah, so I got the X40 last weekend. I played around with that a whole bunch. One of the main things, and you'll see in the video clip here, which I don't have the overlay up or anything, so you can't see where it's hitting. I wish I would have done that. But this is the thing I played the most is Population 1. And it's not an officially supported game through Bhaptics, but there is a mod that you can do. I had some trouble getting the mod to work correctly on the Oculus build, but it works good on the Steam build. And I was actually playing on Tyler's Steam account, so we were both playing with the same name.
Oh my gosh. It was like a 2-hour endeavor getting all this working and stuff from scratch and getting the mods in and getting the games to work right and realizing it wouldn't work on the Oculus and only on the Steam.
Yeah, it was giving me a bunch of errors on the Oculus build, on the Oculus PC build, because there's not a Quest build for the Bhaptics, not officially supported, but hopefully they do, because the mod wasn't hard to do, but the Bhaptics integration with games that are supported is crazy easy. Like, you literally don't have to do anything. It just works. And so that is one thing that I love, because if you know me, I hate the friction stuff, so I want to jump in VR and play right away. So if I got to go in and tweak all these settings to get this thing to work in games, and so far it has not been that way, even with the mod. I mean, once the mod's in there, it's done. You just load up the game and it automatically loads it up. But playing with the Bhaptics, I think, like I said, Population 1 was the thing that I played the most, and there were some really, really awesome things about it playing Population 1, and then there were some other things that I thought was a little bit lackluster, but the one thing...
That would have been cool too, right? I mean, I would have thought the stuff that I wanted it for is what you were telling me wasn't the best part of it, actually, which is kind of crazy.
It's actually true, and the main reason for that is, starting out, the thing that I noticed right away is you get in that pod, the pod takes off, and when you're taking off in your pod, the whole thing is just going nuts, and that feels pretty cool already. The best part about it, the absolute best part about it, is the free falling. So when you jump out of the pod or whatever and you free fall, it literally rumbles from the bottom to the top. So it gives you that sensation of free falling because it's going from the bottom to the top. And that was the coolest thing I thought about it in Population 1. It's also cool doing the flying and stuff like that. I mean, it's got a lot of different haptic things for all different things that you do. The one thing that I thought was going to be the biggest thing about it was getting shot. And I thought that was going to be the coolest thing. And honestly, that was like, it wasn't really anything to me. And this might be different for other people, but for me, I was so into the gameplay. I was so into the adrenaline is pumping when you're in a firefight and you're chasing somebody down. I'm getting shot. I never even noticed that it went off. Like, I had to really focus on the fact that it was going off when I was getting shot, because if I didn't, I couldn't even tell you if it vibrated when I got shot because I was so into it. I think in maybe a regular game that's not a PvP game, that's not as intense, I think you would notice it a lot more.
Like maybe a horror game, a puzzle game, something where you're just you and not paying it, worrying and stressed. But I know it's
in Population 1, the thing that stood out was the free fall, and that felt awesome to me. They did that so well in this mod. That was excellent. The getting shot, I liked it, but I didn't notice it unless I really paid attention. But I think that could just be me because once I'm in that firefight, I just tune everything out and I'm not even paying attention to anything else. You know what I mean? But I don't know. That was kind of, I really want to play Survive. Survive is the one that I really want to play because me and you played that together a little while back, and that has Bhaptics support. And I think that game would be awesome. I wish Saints and Sinners. I think Saints and Sinners might have a mod, but I don't think they have the official support. Yeah. But that kind of stuff I think is where is really good. But I love the free falling. The free falling in Population 1 felt so good. I also played Thrill of the Fight, and I played Contractors. And Thrill of the Fight really makes me want the facial interface and the arm ones, mainly the face one, because you get punched in the face a lot in Thrill of the Fight, and the only time you got feedback is when you were getting hit in the body, which was cool. But I think that was where the face one would really shine. But
headshot. What about like a headshot in Population 1? Like if you get ripped in the head.
I feel like
that would be kind of cool.
I didn't notice the shots in the body a whole lot in Population 1, but I feel like if I got shot in the face, and anytime you have something buzzing, going crazy in your face, I definitely feel like you would notice that. So I originally, when I wanted to get a Bhaptics, I was like, I don't have much interest in getting the face one or anything, but now I'm kind of like, I kind of want this face one, right?
The more the better.
The problem is the price. I mean, this thing is so freaking expensive, if you ask me. And I know Alex is in here, Gamertag, a bunch of people that have these as well. Alex works for them. He's the social media manager, or what's that called? Something like that. He can put it in there. But yeah, I've talked to him a lot about it. He actually helped me out with the mod for Population 1 and stuff. And I am interested in getting the other stuff. The problem is I added it up, and to buy the Bhaptics X40 with the face and the arm things is like $900.
I know.
What? Like, that is so much money.
It is. I know it is. I sort of understand it, but then at the same time, I mean, we're talking mods with stuff, so now some of them aren't officially supported. So you've got other people doing that work. I mean,
I mean, honestly, I think it is really cool, and I look forward to playing more games with it. Like I said, I really want to play Survive, but the price tag. I mean, to me personally, even the $500 for the vest is a little over the top.
Steep.
Like,
it is.
I mean,
it is.
I
would buy it if it was like $299 for the 40, not the 16. I know the 16's that, and I know you can get into it for that. But that's not what I'm looking for. I mean, that's not what I feel like the price range should be. I feel like for an accessory, I feel like that's a lot of money. It really is. And I get it might be higher end or mainstream, or not as mainstream, and more for the higher end people who buy gun stock or something, or so I understand it, but at the same time, that's just expensive, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, it's Artful said the guy who bought a jet boat. It's not a new jet boat. I didn't buy a new jet boat. I bought one off Facebook Marketplace. It's an older one. Like, it's not anything crazy expensive, but I mean, I know. But to me,
and we think relative as well to like people who would be buying it, or it's tough.
Yeah, I mean, to me, you can go out and buy a Quest 2 for $299, and the Bhaptics is $500. Like. And it doesn't work with everything. It's not like every single game you play is going to have... Oh, another one I want to play is the... What's the dueling one? I can't think of it now.
Sword fighting?
Huh?
Sword fighting one?
No. The pistol duel thing. By Resolution Games. Somebody will say it in the comments. I can't think of the name. It's like right on the tip of my tongue. But anyways, I want to try it in that because we got some people here this weekend, so we can both get into the game multiplayer, 1v1, and I can put the Bhaptics on me, put the Bhaptics on other people, and try that out. But yeah, I mean, the biggest thing to me is just the price. I think that is the hardest pill to swallow, and that's the reason I held off on it for so long, was because of the $500 price point. And like you said, you can get the X16 for $299. Blast on is what I was thinking of. You can get the X16 for $299, but I knew if I got that, then I would be like, man, I wonder what the X40 would feel like, because I mean, this thing, it's intense. Like, I mean, there's 40 motors in there, and it'll literally rattle your teeth around, And, and
I can hear it when we're playing. I can hear it in his headset even.
Yeah, so it's cool, and I also want to try it in like some of the social stuff. There's some of the social stuff like that. But yeah, like it's cool. That's my initial. I haven't got to play any more with it through this week because of all the family stuff and all the stuff we've had going on. So I do look forward to getting into it some more, but I think it's really cool. I think the hard thing for me is just the price. So it's hard for me to be like, yeah, everybody needs to go buy this because it's $500. Like, I don't.
It's a novelty thing.
Yeah, it is.
Like a treadmill or, anything else. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's hard. So Blizz said he actually returned his.
No, really?
Overpriced for what it does, which is why he returned it. Yeah. It's old. Sean tried talking me into it, and I'm just like, I feel like there's better stuff I could buy or want to buy and have the same amount of money wrapped up in. I just.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I honestly, after I tried it for a little while, I'm not gonna lie, I had a little bit of buyer's remorse. Like, man, I just spent $500 on this thing. Like, it's really cool, and I really like it, but it's a lot of money. I just don't know that to me, it's worth the price, but I really like it at the same time. There's a lot less friction using it than what I thought there was going to be. That was the price and the friction were my two main things. And honestly, for games that support it, and even once you get the mod set up, it's literally you put it on and it works. And with Quest, it's super easy. All you got to do is go into your Bluetooth, you link it to the Bluetooth. If the game's supported, you load up the game and it just works. So that part they did very, very well on. And the friction aspect is nowhere near as bad as what I thought it was going to be, other than just one more thing I have to charge. But me and you played Population 1. I played Thrill the Fight all that same day. Once it was fully charged, I don't even know how long the full charge works, but I played for a long time, so it seemed like the battery life was relatively good. So
and you have to use a high watt charger for it as well.
Yeah, I wasn't using a high enough
5 or 6 hours to charge.
And so at first it was like I charged it all night. I was like, what? This thing still isn't charged, but I had it just plugged into a outlet thing that. So you need a higher amperage one. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it. I'm sure I'll talk about it more as I play more stuff, because I mean, I might play Survive in some of those games and be like,
that could be cool.
This is the most incredible thing I've ever done. But in Population 1, free falling is an absolute blast. It's awesome.
It's crazy. That was the first thing you said. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So Gamertag said, I would recommend the faceplate at least. It's not comfy. The haptics feel good, but the faceplate, depending on the day, can be rough. So he's saying he would recommend the faceplate. I think I am. I really want it for Thrill the Fight, especially since Thrill the Fight 2 is going to come out. And I have to imagine that's going to have the Bhaptic support as well. Sure. I just feel like that would add quite a bit, because I really like the game, and even getting punched in the body is pretty cool, but I want to feel it feels like to get punched in the face.
It would. I just feel like that stuff needs like seamless integration, so you could just use it for any game you're playing and stuff. Well, and I know it's kind
of my thought is if they could get the price point lower and more people would jump on board, the more people that are clamoring for support in all these games, the quicker these games would be about getting that support added in there. Because I really want Population 1 to add official support, so that, because usually when I play Population 1, it is always on the Quest. It's never the PC build, because the Quest build looks the same. It's easier. I don't have to worry about anything else. Don't have to turn the computer on. So I would much rather have the support in the Quest build than having to run the Steam build or whatever it is. So
I agree.
But yeah,
I do just want to say hi to everybody in chat. I see a lot of new faces, a lot of old faces. Missed everybody last weekend, and this coffee is incredible.
You're gonna have to. Can I order it online? Is it on Amazon?
This was literally the last of the 2 bags in the brewery.
So you have 2 bags?
There. No, I only bought one because I'm like, I should have bought both, but I'm like, I don't know if I can drink them fast enough.
I was going to say, you better ship me one if you
I know.
have to.
Well, it might have been trash too. I mean, why? But
that's true.
Not. It's definitely not.
Yeah, that's awesome though. That is awesome. So I want to talk a little bit about Pistol Whip, because this is both one game that we both go back to relatively often. I think you probably play it even more than I do. A lot of times when you're like waiting on me to play something or something, I always see that you're playing Pistol Whip. So I loved the last campaign, the first campaign that they ever did. I thought that was excellent, where it kind of follows a storyline. And this is going to be the next series in that, where it's basically like, I think, a 5 level 5-story campaign of the West. I always want to say Westworld now. I can't not even when we're playing Population One.
You can blame me, man.
Yeah, I say let's go to Westworld. He knows exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about this.
Disneyland now for the new one.
Do what?
We saying Disneyland for the new one?
Oh, I should. Magic Kingdom. That's true.
I'm sorry. This is what we do.
Yeah, pretty much. But so this update is actually free. If you already have Pistol Whip, this update is going to be completely free. It comes out on August 12th. And not only does this one have like a campaign and all the stuff in there, there's a ton of modifiers. There's all kinds of different modifiers you can do in different weapons. What were you going to say?
The big head one, all I can think about is GoldenEye when I see that.
Oh, yeah.
So cool.
Yeah, and new guns, all that stuff. You got the Western themed guns, all that cool stuff. The big thing that I'll say about this game, though, is that they are going to be increasing the price, they said. So if you haven't bought this game, if you're thinking about buying this game, you want to play the new update, make sure you buy it now or right when the update comes out, because the update comes out the 12th, and on the 15th, the game goes from $25 to $30. So you're going to spend an extra $5 if you wait. And all of the updates that they've done so far to this game have all been free. So there's not been any paid updates on it that I can think of. And they are doing a price increase, I guess, though.
Which I agree, because the amount of content in it, I feel, is completely justified with the price increase for people just coming in. So I have no problem paying more.
Who made Dave Becker a mod? That's scary.
Oh, probably me.
He said, when does that come out? I'm in for it.
Right, it does.
Sure.
It looks so good too.
It's an awesome game.
The last one, that campaign, I forget. I think I beat it the first time through. I forget what I was playing. It probably medium or whatever.
I do too.
I could get through it.
Yeah.
I think it took like 45 minutes. I think just to play through that one.
I've played it more than once too. I go back into it. I've been through that campaign a couple times, and this one is a big update because of all the barrels, modifiers and everything. Yeah. I think the
new
Western
with the barrels, like look at that.
Yeah, I know. Good. Like this is something that has not been in Pistol Whip before. So this is definitely an update that I'm excited for, and the fact that we get it for free is even better.
But pick it up if you have it. If you don't have it, please pick it up.
Definitely recommend a game because it's an action-packed game. It's fun and it's a workout.
Music's good. Yeah, music's good.
It's going to give you a killer leg workout for sure. So
that's so crazy though that this game is like such a leg workout.
Did you see the hammers?
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of stuff in here. The dancing part is awesm.
There's so much stuff in this update. I haven't played it yet, but I know some people got some early access. We haven't, so I'm super excited for the 12th. So definitely going to be excited about that.
Super Hot looked like that before it came to VR. Yeah, Super Hot. I remember when that was I think it ran on a browser. I think initially the first time. I think is when I played it. It was before it was ever even like a game. When it was just like in development, I think it played in a browser if I'm not mistaken.
And that's another game like Fluke Rogue, you just said. He said Pistol Whip always looks awful to me on video though, but great in the headset. And that's how Super Hot. Like if you just see a video of Super Hot, you're like why do I want to play this in VR, right? And then you play it. And you're like, holy crap, it's an awesome game. Just like Pistol Whip. It is, and Hussein X said, I think I heard Pistol Whip's going to increase the price. Yeah, it's going from 25 to 30 on the 15th. So seriously, pick it up.
It's a $30 game all day, though.
Yeah, I wouldn't be upset about paying. I mean, there's a lot of content, especially now. Like I could see maybe being a little cheaper when it came out because it only had so much content when it first came out, but now that they keep doing, and they have more planned. Like there's going to be more of these campaigns and stuff that they come out with. So
Sampler in chat says it best. Every time I see like somebody say Super Hot, all I can hear is super hot. Every time like somebody says that's all I can hear.
That is true. That is true. Yeah. I've been forgetting to do this lately, to switch it from top chat to live chat. You wouldn't believe the stuff that I don't even know how that works.
That's true. I always do that too.
Stupidest YouTube feature I've ever seen. I guess unless you have like 40 million subs and your chat is just going nuts. I guess maybe that's why they do it. I don't know.
I guess so.
I don't know.
I know. But it happens.
So Stride launched on the Quest. This came out. Yeah, this is another one that it's kind of like Pistol Whip where you're going to be getting a killer workout and you're not even realizing it because this game has so much movement. I actually think it is better on the Quest because you don't have to worry about a wire. I mean, this game, there's so much movement involved in this game that I feel like it really does shine on the Quest. And I haven't played this a bunch. I actually just played this morning on the Quest. And when I played this on the PC build, which has been a while ago, I liked it, but I was like, man, it was such a learning curve. I felt like everything wasn't smooth. Like it wasn't just I don't know, like it wasn't fluid. That's what I'm thinking of. The movements didn't all fluidly work together for me. But I played it a long time ago, and it feels even better on the Quest. I don't know if they changed some of the way things work, but like the grab points are a little bit bigger. You know what I mean? Some of the things are a little bit more forgiving than it was in the early days. And
so I think a lot of that though is that the early build that we played, which was like super early like,
well, we played it once testing. The released build was out too.
We did. But I think you got scarred maybe because I think we played it on Index first, was it?
I can't remember. Maybe. I can't remember.
And maybe it was hard because of, the Index controllers and the grips, maybe. I don't know. But I loved the game.
Yeah, you liked it more than me off the bat.
This game's great. I love this game. I'm excited to see the multiplayer too come to the Quest build, which it is, and it is in testing right now. So that is coming, supposedly, as long as they can get everything to work. But this game's awesome. Again, I highly recommend. I think it comes in at what, $15, $14.99?
I think it was $15, which I feel like is a steal for this game.
Great deal for the game.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly am gonna play it a lot more on the Quest than I did the PC version for one, just because it's easy. The graphics in this game aren't like, I mean, they still look good on the Quest. They don't look a whole lot different, I guess, than the PC build. It still looks really good on the Quest, and I just felt like it felt more fluid to me. I don't know if that was just me doing better at it, or if I know they definitely changed some stuff and improved some stuff than the early days, but I mean, for $15, I definitely recommend this. I mean, you do want to have some VR legs because you're doing wall running, you're jumping over gaps, you're swinging, you're grappling hook swinging, like it's intense. So you want some VR legs for sure, but it is, I mean, if you want some high paced, fast action parkour style VR game, I definitely think this is the one.
Loved the timed where the blackness is chasing you and stuff. Yeah. I just think that's so
and they're doing more updates too, because it's getting the multiplayer update. What was there was another one too. I can't think of it now. There was something else they had coming to
the arena one.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. I know they had like 2 things that were coming up.
I think arena is included in this.
Yeah, I think it is. I've only played the Quest build so far this morning. I played it earlier this morning, so I haven't had much time in the Quest build yet, but so far I really like it. And anything multiplayer, you know how we are. We love multiplayer. When we can get in there together and do stuff, it makes it so much better. So
it does.
Yeah, for sure.
Always.
Yeah.
Warplanes. Everyone's talking about Warplanes in chat. It is a good game.
For sure. Warplanes is good.
Especially
I bought it on App Lab.
Starting on Side Quest. Yeah, now it's
on the official store now, which is pretty cool. I mean, that gives you an idea of what Oculus plans to do if things do good enough, I think, on App Lab and stuff like that. Which, I mean, the bad thing is with App Lab, there's so much stuff on there, and a lot of it, some of it I've played and I was like pretty disappointed, and I didn't think it was all that great. And then there's other things that I've played that are like unbelievable. So I have a little bit more respect for the curated process sometimes, I think, now than what I originally did. But there's also a lot of things that I think that are on App Lab that 100% deserve to be on the official store. You know what I mean? So hopefully there are more games like that are really good games can get on there. But
yeah, I'm excited for Joyway's next game too. That one looks so good.
Yeah, we talked about that the other week. I can't remember what that was called now.
Against is the other. I can't think.
Yeah, they have so many. Against is. I'm still excited for that one. Right. But yeah, they had another one they released that we were talking about 3 weeks ago. Something
so
like
good.
That. Yeah. But and also we talked a little bit about the Steam Deck. We had a whole episode talking about the Steam Deck and VR. Yeah. And they did an interview where it sounds like they could potentially be working on some standalone stuff, which we've speculated using the processor and stuff, the custom processor and stuff that is in the Steam Deck. It would be more like a Quest, a standalone headset built around that architecture. But
batteries, processor, the whole bit.
Yeah. I still think that's something that hopefully we see. I know some people will tell you they think Valve is done with VR. I don't necessarily think that's true. I think Valve is Valve. I think they do stuff very slowly. They do it whenever they're ready, and sometimes it just drops out of nowhere,
I mean, the numbers don't lie. A third are Quest 2 headsets, so they know there's a mobile market even using their stuff, even using Steam to do it. So I feel like if they're not doing it immediately, they will in the future, for sure. But it's at their own pace. I mean, it could be another 2 years from now, and they'll just kill it with some crazy, mobile headset. I don't think it's going to be right away, though. I don't.
So when they were asked the question, they said, we're not ready to say anything about a standalone VR headset, but Steam Deck's hardware would run well in that environment with the TDP necessary. It's very relevant to us and our future plans. So that tells you they're obviously working on something. And TDP is thermal design power. So Yeah, they're saying that processor and stuff that is in there is basically, not so much of it's going to play all Steam games, because we've talked about that. It's not really powerful enough to run everything on Steam. It could run some things, but it's really, if they built things like Quest, if they take a game and you port it to that hardware platform like they do with the Quest, I think that would be huge competitor. Hopefully that happens. I don't know, but
Satek, which speaking of, said he got a 3060 Ti. I've been debating trying to get a new GPU. I was playing Microsoft Flight Simulator this week, and I just want to keep cranking everything up, and I'm like, I can't. And that's
didn't they just do like a 130 gig update to Flight Simulator?
124 or something, I think it was. Whatever it was. It took me like hours to update. It was ridiculous. And then I did like some of the world updates and stuff that I didn't have as well. So it took like a day of miscellaneous downloading and installing. But yeah, it does run better. I wish I could still crank it, because, playing it flat, it just looks so good. So I want that in VR now, but I need that 3080 at least to do it, probably. 3060 Ti.
I still need a PS5 too. I still need a PS5. Artful said, I said earlier, Index 2 will have inbuilt processor to share the grunt and work with their Steam Deck. So maybe. I don't know. I would love to see it. I can't wait to see what Valve's been up to. Somebody else said they're definitely not done with VR. I think person said that. Yeah, Valve is all in on VR. To think otherwise is laughable. And Paradise Decay said, I cannot name one game that Joyway has finished. I don't think they have finished any. I don't think they have a lot of projects ongoing all the time. So, but I mean, they do pretty good work. I feel like pretty good.
Right. Yeah. No. Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
I do like their stuff. I do.
I love Against. I like Stride, and I'm looking forward to the next one. GT said, Everslot is such a relief for PCVR owners, and it's not afraid to be a fast-paced traditional first-person shooter, which I have not played that one yet. I need to hop in there. I have heard people talking about that. So he said, I absolutely love it. So I got to hop in there and check that one out.
Yeah, I haven't played that one either.
Yeah.
120 gigs. Took
Fluke
hours.
Said,
mine took like 5 hours.
Yeah. Mine's pretty fast, but that's still a big file.
it was restricted by the servers and stuff, because mine wouldn't. Mine was capped at like 70, I think, maybe something like a 70 megabytes. I don't know.
And Fluke said, given Valve were supposed to deliver 3 VR games but only released 1, I wouldn't assume anything as far as Valve is concerned.
Right.
They were supposed to release 3 VR games. I'm still hoping that comes true at some point in time. I mean, even if they take a while, Half-Life Alyx was a really awesome, gorgeous game. So if we can get even one more on that level, I would be...
Portal 3?
Yeah.
Let's go. Oh, man. Yeah. Good stuff, man. That would be awesome. Oh. I feel like that is such like a proving grounds for VR, that game. Like, why don't they just make that? Like...
Yeah.
With the handguns for the portals and everything, and the blocks and the worlds and walking through the portals.
I mean, that's like, it feels like that game was designed for VR before VR was really a mainstream thing at all. You know what I mean? So yeah, I definitely am excited for that.
Yep.
So if you have the Climb 2, they're doing what they're calling their summer collectibles, which I love the idea. I hate the reward. So the idea around this,
It looks cool, though.
Yeah, it does. I mean, I don't hate it, but the idea around this is that there's collectibles all throughout the maps and stuff that you have to collect to get, like you see the wristbands. So you get a bunch of different wristbands. I mean, it's pretty cool, but I feel like it's a little bit lackluster. Like they talked about one that was a Christmas update that you have to find presents and stuff like that. I like the idea of having to find the stuff, but I wish it was for more of a reward than just wristbands. But I guess, I mean, that's all you see of yourself in the game. Is just that's your hands, all you have. Yeah. Which they look cool. I mean, the wristbands look cool, but I don't know if it's going to be like, man, I got to jump back into this game because I want a new wristband or new gloves or whatever, right? I don't know. Is that just me? I don't know.
That one's cool. I like the one with the little world on it and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, they are cool. They are cool. Right. But I don't know. So this starts on August 10th is when they're going to start doing this. You can earn exclusive in-game cosmetics by collecting event items scattered across each level. The first limited time event will have you searching for digital apples to unlock a 3D farm-inspired wristband. In October, you'll be looking for pumpkins, Halloween-themed wristbands. December, you'll help Santa collect gifts in exchange for a Winter Wonderland wristband.
That's cool, though. It's ever-changing. So
it would be
they're constantly adding stuff.
If I could take these with me everywhere. If I could wear these on my avatar in Population 1, in other games, that would be like, I'm going to jump in there because I want to be able to, then people are like, whoa, where'd you get that? That's awesome.
I wish somebody would come out like, an operating system, whether it be Facebook or Steam or whoever, would come out with an asset shop where people could sell things that you would keep with you throughout all the games.
That's
you know what I mean?
The metaverse. I mean, and maybe Facebook is doing that. They said
they're assets even.
Yeah, Facebook said they're going to be a metaverse company. So I mean, maybe that's what it needs to get to. It needs to be like Ready Player One. I mean, I know we talk about that, and it's kind of cliche now, but that's what it needs to be. Like I like this stuff would be so much cooler if I could take it anywhere. Like I would be so much more excited about it. But I'm
scared because of Horizon, man. Like,
well, I think giving up. They just need to give up on that. Like. I feel like it's not even a competitor.
Beta testing still? Like, how is it in beta testing? It's not. It's
and it doesn't even compete with other, VR chat and stuff. I mean, even Rec Room and stuff. It doesn't even compete with that stuff. So, I don't know. Yeah, that was the Horizon. My original thought of what Horizon was going to be is not at all what it's ended up being so far. But
not at all.
Yeah, I don't know. But I think this is cool.
Yeah, I would like to take stuff around though that you would earn. That would be awesome.
If you want some cool wristbands that only you'll ever get to see because it's a single player game.
Froze. Yeah, that's kind of cool. That's kind of fun. I like this.
I got this. It's this camera.
I know. It's weird. It is weird.
I got the new Elgato face cam, and it's been doing some weird things. I was super excited about it because you can save all of your settings on the camera itself instead of anything else. You don't have to set it in. And the settings haven't been saved. Now it froze. It did that earlier. I don't know. And it's not a cheap camera. It's like $200. I got it for my birthday from my wife. But I'm a little disappointed. I have to call them and be like, you guys kind of disappointed me. So sorry about that. Let me know again if I freeze. I might switch off of this camera for the next one if it's going to keep doing that kind of stuff. But hey, it's a testing phase. It's in testing.
Test bed. Yeah.
Yep. Before we get into Population 1.
Oh, let's get in. Let's go right now.
Before. What do you think of some reverse
pass-through eye tracking or eye camera, whatever?
Whatever you want to call it. I don't
know, man. Like, I just feel like it's not a gimmick. I mean, I guess I get it, but like, I don't care about what other people think of me in VR. Like, that's me. And maybe we're the OGs. Like, okay, I saw this discussion, and if Mash Daddy Cool's in here, I'm sure he saw it too, on the Oculus Facebook group about gun stocks, right? And this real-looking gun stock that somebody posted from, I can't think of the name, SSVR, and which I love it. It looks cool because it looks like, an
I mean, it's got like red dot sights and different sights you put on it, but stuff you never see in VR.
Like, to me, I don't care what other people think unless I'm trying to do like live or something. Then I totally get it. That's the only instance I feel like it would work. But like for my eyes to go through, for other people to see, I really don't care.
Yeah, they're calling this
VR, and then you won't see it. Like,
yeah, so they're calling this social co-presence. So essentially, this is for other people that are in the room with you when you're playing VR. And if so, most of the time for me, it's just me in the room when I'm playing VR. The only time that I think this would be cool is like when the wife walks in and she's like talking to me. And a lot of times I'll go, like if I'm playing on Quest, I'll use the pass-through so that I can see her, but it's weird for her to have a conversation with me because she can't actually see me. She can't tell if I can see her, you know what I mean? So that can get a little bit weird. I think it's kind of cool actually, because I think in those kind of experiences, I think it would feel maybe a little bit more normal, maybe super creepy. I don't really know, but
I don't know, man. Yeah. It's just odd to me. It's a little odd to me. Like, I mean, and AR glasses, like, okay, yeah, if we can put these screens, I guess, on AR glasses, and that's probably what
most AR glasses are going to be passed through anyway. You're going to be able to see through them anyways. You know what I mean? Like,
except I don't think you should. I don't think you should because I mean,
we're talking like Link stuff. Yeah, like something small form factor. I don't know. It's cool because they get to just play around with this tech all the time. So I think that's cool. And they have some free range to try different projects and stuff like that. They talked about that in the article. But
Roar in chat said exactly what I thought. Why not hang a pair of googly eyes there instead? That's the first thing I thought of when I saw these two. Yeah. I'm like,
And the other problem is that this takes power. This takes processing power. This takes everything else to run this. So something that's a little bit pointless to do, unless it could be like a button in game where you could hit it and be like, boom, your eyes pop up while you're not playing something when somebody walks in. I think it's cool. I don't know that I don't know that they're ever actually going to do anything with this either. I mean, this is just testing stuff, but.
And then your angle's going to be odd. So, if it's removed from your eyes and somebody sees you from the side, there's it's not going to really make sense. So I don't know.
Yeah. Whatever. I think it's cool, but I don't know that there's really a use case for it.
Me neither.
I don't know.
It doesn't excite me about the future of pass through eyes. Like,
yeah. I would enjoy the pass through capabilities on the other end more than somebody else just being able to see my eyes, probably.
Yeah, there you go. VR Mom says I do like they are experimenting though. Which, exactly.
It is.
Like
completely.
Testing stuff is great because it's like throwing spaghetti at a wall, man. What VR is like, you just
and you never know in the end what thing is going to be like. Holy crap! This ends up being the most amazing thing ever, and it gets utilized. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Who knows? So I think testing.
Yeah, locomotion was a faux pas when we got into VR, and it was like, no, it's going to make people sick. And now look, it's like if it doesn't have it, we're knocking it. So.
Right. So I don't know that we're going to see this in a headset anytime soon, if at ever. But I think it is cool just to see some of the things that I would love to see all the things that they're actually working on behind the scenes. You know.
Now it would be cool if you could like see inside your brain, like it was X-ray, like camera.
See your brain sparking off
funny stuff.
Different areas. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Or like your eye explodes or something. Like
you get shot and the person on the outside sees your eye.
Exactly.
Oh my. All right, now we're getting a little crazy. But that sounds awesome. But let's talk about Population 1, the Kingdom Age update, because we love Population 1 anyways. This is the game that we most commonly play together and have fun together. This is a massive, massive update. One of their biggest updates. And one of the biggest things is just the area of the map. So this is, if you haven't played this yet, because this is out, if you have Population 1, you can jump in. This is behind Plains, and it is where Complex, was it Complex 33? Which ones? Because there's two complexes. I can't remember now.
I forget.
So it's right behind where Plains is. Yeah, it's next to where Westworld, the Frontier.
Connected to Plains. Yep.
Yeah, and it's a very big area. There's tons of different elevations. There's tons of places to sneak through, hide out in if you want to camp some places. I mean, there is a ton in this area here. And right now they're doing the whole event where you have to find the crystals. So that is something that they do a lot of times. You know, before it was the power orbs, the energy orbs. So now it's the crystals, which is pretty cool. But what do you think of the update?
I think it's incredible, and I think the coolest part is when we went in and we were the only one with the new player skins that were playing it.
That is true.
And I do just want to give a big shout out to the people at Big Box. I'm not going to say who because I don't want to call them out. They gave us access to the skins, but it was awesome because they are so good looking too. Yeah. And I'm not usually a big skin person, but the details, man, like cool. The guy with the round glasses and the rings and stuff.
Yeah. I was using the one with the horns, like the armored guy with the horns. Yeah. And it was cool because there was literally, this is still during the beta testing, and they gave us the skins, and nobody else had them. Nobody else could even see them to see what they looked like. So everybody's like, what? Like, check out those skins. So it was pretty funny. It was a lot of fun, actually, to be the only ones with the skins. We thought it was pretty cool. But another big update, as you can see here, the sword. The sword is a beast. And there you can see some of the skins there.
Yeah, right. I mean, those gun skins, the Super Soaker ones.
Those are probably done now.
But yeah, they are. But the sword is really changing. I feel like the speed of the game and how you play. I feel like you have to watch out for, because you move at what 200% or. And it's not.
You move fast. I don't know what the percentage is. Yeah, you move really fast with the sword as compared to running with anything else. And the sword is powerful.
75 damage per swipe on the sword, I think is what. Yeah,
you can see right there in the clip where you were holding the sword going fast, you pulled out a gun, and how much it slowed down. But yeah, I mean, because you really have to watch out, especially even being in an inside area, like in one of these small little buildings or a small little house, because somebody can swoop in with that sword and you're dead before you have time to shoot them. Yep. I mean, it is that powerful for one thing, and the speed. I mean, they can come up on you so fast, you know, as compared to your normal speed. So it's a game changer. It really is. I mean, it really changes up the gameplay, and it really changes how you are used to playing, which I think is a good thing, because these updates come out and it forces you to play a different style, play a different way, and it's a constantly changing game. I love how much this game has evolved and changed and stuff since the beginning, and things don't stay forever, which I actually think is a good thing, because people can get too used to things, too set on them, and then the next thing you know, it's gone and you're learning something else. So
this I will say, the whole area that they've added could be a game map in itself. I feel like it's so complex with the heights.
It feels huge.
And the buildings. It does. It just feels huge. Man, I love this. I would love to go here every single time, because there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of little nooks and like places you can hide and get through. There's a round table inside the castle, which was awesome. I did not find the knights there though, but it's really cool. The glass, the 3-story glass you can break, and I love it. I love this game. It's so much fun. Now I want to hop back in after we're done.
I know. We was talking before the show. He's like, let's just play Pop 1 today. I was like, no, we can't miss 2 shows in a row.
It's so much fun, dude. It really is. It's great. It's
it
a good
really
time.
is. I love the
Please
updates.
get back in and check it out if you haven't been playing it. 25%, J-Ham was saying, on the run speed. That would seem right. Yeah.
And if you don't have it, there you go.
There you go.
There's also, so they also sent us a code for in-game gold. And I think, let me go back to the message for this. So the code is R Reality, letter R Reality. So 2 R's. Yeah, you get it. Anyways, it's all capitals. And what this does is it gives you $10 in free gold, 750 Bureau gold. And it is only valid 14 days from when you install it. So this isn't for players that have been playing for a long time. This is for new people just getting into the game. So if you do get this code and you just jump in there, make sure you put in that coupon code, because that'll give you some Bureau gold. You'll be able to buy some gun skins, character skins, stuff like that.
Yeah, man, I do. I'd be curious to know why people don't want to play it. Like,
yeah, I saw.
Do you look at it and see it? Some people don't. And like, do you look at it and see, oh, it looks like Fortnite or something? Like,
I think a lot of people
feel like
a lot of people don't like battle royale games, but they haven't played battle royale games in VR, because to me, it is so much more fun.
You have the scavenging, helping out other players, trading stuff, giving them ammo.
Yeah.
There's just so many things, like helping an injured player that goes down, giving them your gun. Now you're left with one, giving them your health. Like, there's so many things that are involved in this.
It's so much
the
teamwork.
Spatial audio.
It's so much teamwork based, and that's what I love about it. You have 3 people on your team, and you have to work together. If one person isn't working as a team, a lot of times that'll get you all killed, you know what I mean, in a sense, because they're giving away positions or whatever it is. It's very much reliant on a team-based mentality, and that's what I love so much about it, because I love VR for that fact. I love to be able to hang out with friends, play with them, strategize with them. You know what I mean? That's why I like Battle Royale games in VR. Even Standout, we used to love playing that, and this is even on another level for sure. But 100%. But it is a ton of fun. So hopefully somebody got that code. I don't know if anybody said it in the chat.
Even Matt Sarah still says that this is basically all he plays. Like,
yeah, it is almost.
It's great, and that was what Standout was all he played before. So it is. It's a great game. Highly recommend it.
Yeah.
If you didn't get that code below, which cheers, looks like Chatty got that.
Nice.
Sign up for the ones in the description.
Yeah, there's 2.
There's a Steam and an Oculus down in the description. So sign up for those 2.
2 giveaways, Oculus and Steam. So,
and if you wouldn't, give it to a friend.
So some people saying, so Paul P said because of kids playing, that was wondering, and that is, you know, the lobbies are kind of a little annoying sometimes with the kids, but you can mute them, you can hide them.
But the best thing that Sean and I do, right? Because him and I go in, we'll end up getting paired up with somebody who plays like us. Maybe our same style. We instantly friend request them, jump into a lobby, so we have a full team, and you don't really have to deal with anybody. I mean, when you're in game, I don't know who's who and what age they are. I don't really care. Like, I mean, you could have a 8-year-old that's incredible on
sometimes.
Here. So
yeah, sometimes.
I mean, it's just good competition. That's all I care about. So
yeah. Yep. Yeah. I mean, and if you get a kid that is too annoying, I mean, we have muted people before. Like, we'll give them a couple warnings, like, look, man, you gotta chill out a little bit, or we're gonna mute you. And if they don't, then hey, they get muted. But,
John Hanna said, tried it out because I was bored, stayed because of community and teamwork. Yeah, the teamwork is so much fun with this. It really is.
Yeah.
It's crazy. When you click with like the other players and stuff, it's gold. I mean, you can just run through stuff. It's so much fun.
Yeah, for sure. So some other people are saying, Short Stack VR said, Pop 1 is so much fun. I took a break and hopped back in for the update, and the addiction is back.
Yeah,
it is.
I know, man.
Addicting.
I know. Me too. All day. Yep. Barf to kill ratio.
What's going on? I see people getting hidden and timed out by Virtual Steve. I don't know what's going on in the.
Yeah, I don't know either. Steve's taking care of some business, maybe.
I don't know why. Because Ray Holder said my problem with Poppy 1 is the 3-player teams playing with randoms can get really off-putting, which I do agree. Oh. Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and Paradise Guy said squeakers are us. There are a lot.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of really, really good people. And I think sometimes that can turn people off too, because there are some players that are just so good that, I mean, we play this a lot, and there's still players that are just like ridiculously good. But I mean, I would like to see some ranking systems eventually come into play, but
I know there are squeakers, and we get some that we actually don't mind, that are willing to, try and listen and not sit there and describe everything they're doing in game, like reloading and grabbing this gun and doing this. But there is a mute button for a reason, and it does work. So
for sure.
that's the biggest recommendation. What we end up doing usually. But yeah, don't be a squeaker.
Don't be a squeaker.
We need a shirt on that one. Don't be a squeaker.
Yeah,
better than this guy loves cats. I don't know why somebody would wear a shirt like that.
Me neither. But yeah, the game is a blast. I love the update. It's a free update. If you haven't played in a while, this is free. This is one of their biggest updates ever. The main weapon change is the sword. You know, you got the crystals, the huge map. There's a lot of things that have changed.
And I think only 2 paid skins? Is it the rest?
4.
Free?
Maybe 2. I don't know.
I think it's 2. I think it's only 2.
Maybe you might be right.
Yep.
I don't remember, to be honest. But it's good stuff. I do kind of miss Complex a little bit, though. I love that was one of my favorite places to go.
Dude, there's another one though. There's another identical one. It's not a problem.
Yeah, I know. It's another.
This is way better. Way better.
I totally agree.
These little pass-throughs there are so good.
Oh, I know. They really are.
Okay, sorry.
Anyways,
I'll go on about this forever. Yeah. Yep.
So there was some stuff. You know, there's been a lot of talk about PSVR stuff, and you know, I don't think anything has been 100% confirmed by Sony, but there are some things that came out for some of the specs and stuff, and some of these things we already knew, but they're saying supposedly it's going to be 2000 by 2040 per eye resolution and OLED screen, which is something we don't see a whole lot now. We're seeing mostly LCDs, so I know a lot of people will be excited.
HDR OLED too, wasn't it?
Yeah. IPD adjustment dial, eye tracking capable of foveated rendering, which is something that I really hope we start to see all future headsets go to. I think that's one of the biggest power savings thing we can get to. If eye tracking can get good enough that foveated rendering can happen, I think that's going to be when we start really seeing some magical things happen. USB-C tether to PS5, inside out tracking, head mounted haptics, and a holiday 2022 release date. So head-mounted haptics.
110 FOV, did you say that?
Yeah, it's supposed to be around 110, and 110 degree field of view, and Quest is supposedly 90. Again, all of these things are so subjective because of the way they set up what they claim, and it's
in your
weird.
face. I mean, if you have bulging eyes, you're going to gain some FOV. I mean, you're getting closer to the lenses. So
if you have bulging eyes. So you're lucky nowadays. Before, you might not have been so lucky if you had really bulging eyes. Nowadays, you can be very lucky if you have bulging eyes.
Okay.
Jeez. Artful said, how much do you think they are going to charge for the PSVR 2?
I don't think it's going to be cheap this time around, especially when we're looking at now console prices as well being way higher. What's your thought? I'm going to go out on a limb and say $699.
I was thinking $400 or $500 was my thought.
I don't think, man. I think if we're getting all of this stuff that they're talking about with it, I mean, capacitive sensors for your thumb, index, middle finger, adapted, all this stuff. And if it is, inside out tracking and everything, I feel like it's going to be expensive. And I know some people are thinking, and I see Paul P. Jr. says $499. I would love to think that, and I feel like that's the price it needs to be at, but I don't know, man. I feel like we're going to be getting a lot with this. And the way consoles are priced now at, $899 and stuff for, like, a lot of these consoles?
It's not that much.
I don't know.
PS5 is what, $599?
PS5 might be, but Xbox, I think, is $899 for the higher one?
I don't know. I haven't kept up on it. I know I still need a PS5, but I mean, a lot of the prices are all inflated right now too.
$299? No way. I think minimum $500.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, but you got to figure they're going to want these things to be able to sell. Because you're looking at having
it low.
You're looking at having to buy a PS5 console, which is like $599 or whatever it is, and then also having to buy this hardware separately. So if you're looking at $700-800 for that too, like not many people are going to buy that thing. I mean, that's not a good Christmas gift, birthday gifts. That's too expensive. So. I mean, they may have to eat some of the cost for a little while, like
that would be the only way to get
Facebook and stuff does. I don't know. I mean, that seems too high. I mean, I really think probably $400 or $500, and even that is still kind of pricey. You're looking at a Quest 2 that's $299. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, I know. All right, maybe $500. I'll give it $500 because they're going to eat that cost in the initial, but. I don't think any less than that.
I don't know. I definitely don't think it'll be over 500. I still think $400 or $500 is around where.
Yeah.
And then hopefully they'll get.
Brandon said Xbox One X is $499.
Yeah, I thought they were the same price.
Okay. I thought
well, there's two. There's the digital one, and then there's the disc one. I think the disc one is like $100 more, or something like that. $3.99 for digital and $4.99 for disc. Yeah, I've been looking some, but everything I see is all inflated prices. I still haven't got a PS5, but I got to get one before PSVR 2 actually, is able to be in my hands. But yeah, as I said, I didn't think the Xbox was that much money. I mean, you might have been seeing the prices inflated too, because
probably inflated current ones.
Because you can't get them, so everybody's selling them for crazy.
I just don't even pay attention to console stuff anymore. It's really sad. I just don't. I mean, I keep watching like the Halo stuff is all, but past that, I don't really pay attention, man.
Yeah.
Sad, but I don't have one to. I want me some Microsoft Flight Simulator. I'll be buying a GPU before I'll, spend money probably on a console unless we, see PSVR 2. But
yeah, I mean, we still have, according to this, and it's what our kind of thoughts were originally anyways, is probably holiday season 2022 is when we're going to see this. So we still have some time. I mean, I have no use for a PS5 without the PSVR 2 at this point. Like, I don't have any desire to have one. I don't really play any flat games. Like,
right.
So yeah, I don't know, but
yeah, I know.
I mean, and Xenomorph said the reason the Quest has sold a lot is the price, and that's for sure. I mean, that
absolutely
selling point, the price is the hugest selling point with VR and the Quest 2. That's why it's sold so well. So,
and I feel like PlayStation, Sony won't really look at that as like a price comparison because it's console based. It's different. I mean,
this is supposed to be a true Gen 2, VR experience as well. So, I don't know. I mean, we'll see what happens. But Ann said less than 400 for sure. So, and I hope they can still have it competitively priced with Quest. That's my hope. I mean, and they have to, or they're not going to. It has to be low enough for them to sell, or there's no point in doing it. But
I don't know. I feel like if Sony throws all these good things at it, it's going to be more. I don't
know. I mean, we'll see. Paradise Decay said I did pay scalper price for my PS5, but it's been worth it so far.
That's probably what I was seeing then with scalper stuff still. Yeah, can you not literally walk in and get them still?
No. No. I watch Best Buy pretty often, and they're still always sold out. Same with Amazon. So, but I mean, a lot of that is just all the shortages and chips and all that, across the board. So it's hard to do, but.
Yeah. Yep. Halo in VR. Oh, I know. Some true Halo. If we had Halo, GTA, and Forza, that
new Forza Horizon, man, that looks so good.
I know. It looks so good.
I want that so bad in VR, especially with the yaw too. Oh man, I would probably not play much of anything else.
I plan on playing it in VR in the yaw with a screen in VR. Yeah, absolutely.
It might be worth it. I'll probably try that out too. But I did see an article. They were talking about a lot of people are actually utilizing the Quest to get their Facebook accounts unbanned because Facebook doesn't have a thing where you can actually talk to a real person about getting your Facebook account unbanned. But if you buy a Quest, then you can contact Oculus support. And I guess it's like almost an instant thing to get your Facebook account unbanned. But
yeah, that's weird.
A lot of people have been doing that. I was reading something about it, which is kind of crazy. But
man, Sampler got a PS5 pre-order at night. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I need to get one. I need to try to get one, but like I've bought a lot of things lately, so I need to stop buying so much stuff. But there's also if you're a big fan of platformers, the Ven VR Adventure is coming to Quest August 12th. I wanted to mention this. A lot of people really like these kind of games, and these are a lot of fun in VR, which. Looking at them sometimes on a screen doesn't really make sense of why they'd be so much fun in VR, but they really are. Like I remember playing Lucky's Tale back in the day, which a lot of people probably don't even know what that is at this point because that was early on.
Oh yeah, they took it off, didn't they? Did they remove it?
I don't know if you can get it anymore. I think if you have it, you can still play it, but I don't know that you can buy Lucky's Tale anymore. I'm not sure. I remember seeing something about that, but I'm not exactly sure. But yeah. Yep. So this one's coming soon. We got some good stuff to look forward to, especially for the Quest people. There's and also what's it called? Lone Echo 2. That PCVR people, the love is still not completely over, even though their Oculus probably won't be doing any more PCVR titles after this one, PCVR exclusive titles. But man, that game is so good. I actually have been playing the first one again. I want to play back through the first one. I never actually finished the first one. I don't remember what I started playing that got me out of it or whatever, but I need to go back in and completely finish it. So I've been playing that, and I just forgot about how awesome it is. I mean, the connection that you feel with the characters in the game is really on another level compared to other games. So I think people, if you haven't played the first one, you should totally pick it up before the second one comes out. I think it's still like $10 right now until the release.
There's a lot of games that are like that. Those old games, we say it all the time. Don't be afraid to go play some older games because there's some really good ones too.
Yeah. Yep.
Fluke was saying that you can still buy Lucky's Tale. They just stopped it being free
that's what it
ages
was,
back.
yeah.
So that's why.
Paul P
'Cause
said,
it
I
used to be,
have
like,
Lucky's
included
Tale.
with the headset.
Yeah, he said, I have Lucky's Tale on my PC, but can't play it anymore because it was when it was free. Huh, I don't remember if I got mine free or paid for. I haven't played it in a long time, but...
Oh, ours were free because we got it with touch.
Yeah.
Like, there was, like, that was one of
just the headset.
Was it touch?
I don't think it was touch.
Yeah, maybe the headset. You're right.
Yeah.
It was controller only, maybe, at the time?
I don't even know. I don't remember. It's an old one. It's an old one, but it's a good one. And I think that, a lot of people are going to like getting VR Adventure. That's kind of like the newer age, to me, sense of Lucky's Tale, but yeah.
True. Very true.
I don't know.
What's the mouse one too? That one's good. Moss.
Moss 2.
That's a good game
Moss
too.
2
Oh,
is going to be coming.
there we go. Obscure Nerd said it literally as it came out of my mouth.
We got some codes as well from VR Spry Guy. He sent these over. These are Steam codes. So I meant to give these away earlier on the show. I totally forgot. But this is for eSpire Steam code courtesy of VR Spry Guy, which awesome guy. Thanks for sending these over.
Spry Guy.
Yeah, to give away on the show. Man. So grab that one. And we also have another one.
Do it now. Do it.
I don't know where I put it.
Get two. Come on, son.
I think it's here. Yeah, I forgot to change the name. Zero Caliber, which Zero Caliber is an awesome game as well. Awesome shooting game as well. This is a Steam code. Somebody can grab that one as well, courtesy of VR Spry Guys. So thanks for sending
one of my
those
go-tos for showing off guns in VR. It's great.
Oh,
Except Gun Club, I'm liking Gun Club for showing people too. It's pretty cool.
I still haven't played that one. I love the gun wall though. When you walk in, it's in the PC build. I don't think it's on the Quest build, but you go into the gun room and it's just like walls of different guns and accessories and stuff. That's like one of the best things about it. Love it. So yeah,
Lucky's Tale was free even without touch. Yeah, that would make sense because it was. Like,
I mean, touch wasn't really a benefit for touch. I mean, that was like the Climb and those games that showed off touch when that first came out. But
what was that bundle? There was like 5 games you got.
Robo
when you
Recall.
Got touch. I should look on the box because I have the box there.
I have the box somewhere too. But it was Robo Recall.
Right.
I can't remember what other ones now. That's the main one I think of. I don't know.
I forget, man. I know.
Somebody will say it. And somebody will leave a comment after the show or they'll say it on the chat right here because I'm sure somebody knows all of them, but I can't remember. But
I know. So many games in between now and then.
Yep. It's ridiculous. We definitely need to hop into some Survive pretty soon. I really want to play that on the Bhaptics. I think that's 4 players, right? I think you can get 4 players in there. So I know there's some people on the Discord that have played it and that will hop in with us, but I really want to do that because I think the zombies touching you with the Bhaptics would be really creepy, as well as Blast On. I'm definitely going to play some Blast On this weekend with some of the people that are here and get a feel for that. That's a pretty cool game, and I think we'll have a lot of fun.
What about that game that's on your shirt? Let's play that.
Population 1.
Let's go.
I need the Quest support. I need them to do Quest support. I don't want to have to play it on Steam all the time. Because my AirLink and virtual desktop and stuff, still don't have version 31. I don't know if that fixed any of the Wi-Fi issues, but I still have some connection issues with V30. So I want it on the Quest build. So hopefully that'll happen. But
multiplayer lobbies and raw data. There's some old games that are so good.
Oh yeah,
so good, man.
There really is.
Dead and Buried, that was one of them. Yeah, he's saying good call.
Dead and Buried 2, that was pretty good.
Yeah, but that was part of the bundle for touch. Gosh, I need to go look now. Yeah, Dead and Buried was one of them. Yeah, that came with touch.
The second one was with Quest, but I can't remember the other ones. But anyways, so I think that's pretty much all we have for today. Definitely excited to get in some more VR this week and use the Bhaptics some more, and so good. But Stride, I mean, I definitely recommend picking up Stride. I think that's really good on the Quest. I was really impressed. So make sure you check that out. But
Oh, Jahim said, just curious. I haven't played Gun Club. What does it have that H3 VR doesn't?
Simplicity, probably. Pick it up and play.
It's more, I don't know. It's more like arcade-ish, like, I don't know, more like a wave-ish, like arcade-ish than it is.
H3 is kind of more of a sim. I mean, there's so many guns and so many, I mean, and all the guns work one-to-one and I haven't played Gun Club, but I can definitely, just looking at it, tell that.
Gun-wise, though, I mean, you're looking at, a little bit comparable, I guess, but on Quest, I guess I can throw a Quest on, throw somebody in it super easy, which H3 VR you can't, so that's probably why. But
so I don't know.
All right, let's get out of here.
Some people are saying they got 31 though, version 31. I need to double check again. I still have not got 31. I'm hoping. 31 fixed my Wi-Fi, working great now.
Well,
Judge Dredd. Oh, such good news. Such good news.
Yeah.
So
that's
looking forward to that. But that's pretty much all we have for today. Hopefully we can hop into some VR this week. I'll play a little bit of local stuff this weekend with the people that are here. I haven't put any of them in it yet, so we're going to be doing some of that. So,
Microsoft Flight Sim, that's where I'm going to.
Oh boy.
I get back in there, man.
I haven't played that in a while.
I got to get it running perfect. I'm fine tuning
too.
it right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
For sure.
Yep. Getting there.
Awesome.
All right, guys. We're out of here. Glad we're here. Glad we're back. Sorry about last week. Again, I do apologize. You can blame me, not the redhead beside me. I know. That's my fault. I was sick, man. I'm still like trying to keep myself literally from like joking. But,
it's all good. It happens.
But we're good.
It happens.
Yep.
Yep.
Didn't have to mute myself. So, all right, guys. We're out of here. We'll see you back here. See you in VR. Peace.
Later.